Completely pointless bullcrap.
Hey guys, so in this video, I am fully aware that these two officers did everything they could to deter from answering a simple question. And I'm fully aware that I could have called them out on doing that and their BS. However, had I done that, it would have ended the video quite soon, and it's far better to let them show how fake they are by continuing the conversation. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, News Now California, out in the city of Lawndale. I'm at the Sheriff's Department, or as they call it here, the Lawndale Service Center. So we got a car right here with no rear plates. And no front plates.
Howdy. Can I ask what you're doing?
Well, right now I'm filming you.
Thank you.
What you doing?
I'm talking to you.
There you go.
I'm talking to you, filming me.
There you go.
That's it. I'm just wondering why. That's all.
Yeah.
Out of our concern.
Yeah. No issue. What is that? Radar?
This? No. LTI. It's a laser, basically.
Laser?
Yeah.
For what? For law enforcement?
I guess you could get it if you want. I don't know.
A laser.
But we use it for here. We use it for speed enforcement and measurements and stuff like that.
So, you're an officer?
I am.
Well, my name's Phil. What's your name?
Tim Price.
Tim?
Tim. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure.
What's your name?
Brian.
Brian?
Yeah.
Brian Beck. So let me ask you guys a question. You got that vehicle over there, that Dodge?
Which one?
The Dodge?
Okay.
There's no front or rear plates.
Okay.
That doesn't seem right.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that one.
Yeah. But you don't have to know about it, but if you saw a car with no front and rear plates, you'd pull it over, right?
Can I pull it over?
No.
I can pull it over.
Right.
Yes. Will I? I don't know.
Really?
But yeah. But I can pull it over. Yeah, because it's a violation.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So I can pull it over.
But that's a violation there, even though you probably won't, because it's probably a law enforcement's car.
It could be, or it might even be a county car, to be honest with you.
A county car?
Yeah.
But needless to say,
a bunch of those,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right. Needless to say, Tim, even if it was a county car and not a law enforcement car,
yes,
wouldn't it be prudent to rectify it and say, "Hey, man, you got to get plates on that car"?
If it was if it was somebody's car, yes. If it was one of the county cars, that's beyond me.
But you wouldn't know that until you pulled them over.
So, okay, I'm mixing scenarios here. So if I stopped somebody and I inquired to, hey, you don't have plates, what's up? And I would talk to them about it and figure out what's going on.
Right. And if they give you a logical explanation, you wouldn't write them up.
It all depends on the contact, right? The whole intent of traffic violation, stopping people, is education based, right?
Right.
So it goes from everywhere, from contact all the way to citing them.
But that's what I'm saying. If they were cordial to you and had a logical explanation.
Correct. So let's say it this way.
Rather than being a hothead mouthing to you.
Correct. Let's say it this way. Have I written everybody up I've stopped? No, I have not.
Okay.
And if it's whether it's a plate or another violation, have I? No, I haven't. Absolutely not.
So
I couldn't give you a percentage.
No, that's okay. I'm not asking. So what you're saying is, somebody with a rear plate missing and a front plate missing, there have been times where you have not written them up.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, even parking tickets.
Okay.
Same thing. It all depends on how the scenario plays out. We can talk about scenarios. We can make it very black and white, right? But in real life, if you go out there, it depends. If someone's complaining, hey, there's a car in front of my house parked here with no plates, and I go look, just like anything else, when this thing pulls up, everybody comes out.
Okay.
So it depends on, someone comes out, I talk to them about it, am I going to talk? It all depends.
Okay, I appreciate you being transparent with me. Can I ask you another question?
Sure.
Okay, so a scenario.
I even got one of those. Heck, I don't even have one of those yet.
Those are nice.
The body cam thing.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll tell you, before I ask you my question,
Sure.
I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Okay.
You have any idea what I'm doing?
I have no idea. That's
Okay.
why I was asking you.
I'm an
Yeah.
activist.
Oh, okay.
I
All
go
right.
out and I film all government officials. I don't
Okay.
hate the cops. I don't trust the cops because
Okay. Fair
I,
enough.
I don't hate you guys. We need you guys.
Right.
You all protect your own, and you can go in with the greatest intention of being a great LEO and never abuse anybody's rights. But when you don't call out, now I'm not saying you, but
No, I understand.
the bad ones make the good ones look bad, and when
Sure.
you don't call out one of your colleagues for abusing somebody, you're
Sure.
a bad cop. So,
Okay.
And anyways, so I go out and I'm just trying to show transparency. I'm trying to show that we have a right to film in public. I'm not with any group or organization.
Correct.
So my question to you is this.
Okay.
When you go out and you make a traffic stop, is there a now? Let's put aside the scenario that it's a stolen car, or it's you have it on a hot sheet or whatever. You do it for like maybe they didn't make a correct left turn, or they did some traffic violation. There's
Okay.
nothing you know beyond that. It's
Correct.
not a wanted car. You're not
Okay. A simple violation.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Is there a law that allows you to ID the passenger in that car?
Man, I don't work. I'm pretty sure there is, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The same thing that happened in Indio when I asked that question. The police officer says, that's a good question. We'll find out. Now, this officer says, I'm pretty sure there is. Well, you either know there is or there isn't. So what is happening on the streets, it's obvious. The police don't know the law, and they're abusing people's rights by asking for identification when they're a passenger in the car without reasonable, articulable suspicion of any type of crime. And this is what I'm trying to show. And I've just shown it in this video, and I showed it in the Indio video, and I'm going to continue to show it.
All occupants are detained.
So they are detainable, but his question is,
That is right.
can you mandate their identity? Is
Right,
what you're
that
asking.
is different what you're saying. You're
Correct.
doing a detainment.
Correct.
However, you have to articulate your RAS for that detainment for the passenger.
Correct.
And if you're just pulling somebody over for a traffic stop, I would agree to disagree with you, because there is no RAS when you're pulling somebody over for a traffic stop to detain that passenger.
California versus Brendan.
What?
California versus Brendan.
California versus Brendan? All right, ladies and gentlemen, when this officer stated a court case called California versus Brendan, I knew he was full of it. He could have just as well said rice-a-roni. But I had never heard of the case, so I decided to do some research. What I found out is it wasn't California versus Brendan, it was Brendan versus California. It was argued April 23rd, 2007 and decided June 18th, 2007. Please bear with me. I'll try to make it quick. This is the story. After officers stopped a car to check its registration without reason to believe it was being operated unlawfully, one of them recognized petitioner Brendan, a passenger in the car. Upon verifying that Brendan was a parole violator, the officers formally arrested him and searched him, the driver and the car, finding, among other things, methamphetamine paraphernalia. Charged with possession and manufacture of that substance, Brendan moved to suppress the evidence obtained in searching his person and the car, arguing the officers lacked probable cause or reasonable suspicion to make the traffic stop, which was an unconstitutional seizure of his person. The trial court denied the motion, but the California Court of Appeal reversed, holding that Brennan was seized by the traffic stop, which was unlawful. Reversing, the state Supreme Court held that suppression was unwarranted because a passenger is not seized as a constitutional matter absent additional circumstances that would indicate to a reasonable person that he was a subject of the officer's investigation or show of authority. So this officer is just spouting pure bull s, okay? And if I run into him on the street again, I'm going to call him out on it. I will definitely call him out on it. So hopefully I will run into this guy, because I can tell him doing this guy is a tyrant. I already know it just by him saying this without knowing what the F he is talking about. Okay, on to the video. Sorry it took so long. And what
Look it up.
What court did
I don't
that?
I don't want to quote it because
Well, you just
I
did.
know.
Well, he quoted the section. He's not quoting the literate.
synopsis. But yeah, check it out, look it out, and look it up, and tell me.
Don't get hit.
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, get an objective opinion on it.
Yeah,
That's
I
what the
can I
case
can
law
tell I can
supports.
tell you that you're incorrect. That's why I'm asking the question to see if you're aware of it, because
Okay.
this is a question I ask.
Well,
law
here's
enforcement.
another question too.
Enlighten me.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I repeat? The question was very simple. Is there a law that allows you to identify a passenger in a vehicle without RAS, reasonable articulable suspicion? It's a very simple question. It's a yes or no answer. Is there a law? Well, you just heard this last officer spout out a court case which he couldn't even indicate specifics, and now he says, enlighten me. Enlighten you, officer? You're a joke. Why would I enlighten you? Now, ladies and gentlemen, watch where this non-uniformed officer goes with the conversation and tries to take me down a rabbit hole by distracting from the question.
How many traffic stops, or out of all the traffic stops I've made, how many of those traffic stops with passengers have I gone through the entire car and identified them?
Officer, it doesn't matter how many. If you've only done one, that's too many because it's illegal.
I can't even tell you. It'd be so fragmental. It's really a tiny, tiny number. Usually when you're doing it, there's other issues involved. There's another violation involving that passenger, or maybe you're looking for somebody, but it's deeper than that.
But what I'm saying, just on the initial stop,
Correct.
after you want the driver's license, you say, hey, buddy,
Sure.
let me have your driver's license.
Sure, but what I'm saying is, me, I couldn't even come
Right.
up with a number. I can throw a number out there, arbitrary, but it'd be very few where I actually go out and I get everybody's ID
Right.
and document everything.
Right, that's my
Always.
point, though. There is
Right.
you guys don't have that freedom unless you can articulate what you suspect them of.
Or ask.
And hope that that individual does not know his rights and will ID to you, even though you know it is illegal what you're doing.
You can always ask,
Well, right, and he can decline.
but they can also participate.
I just asked that question to LEO down in Indio, and he got all upset with that question.
With which one?
Oh my God, are you serious?
You're an idiot!
Is there a law that allows you to ID the passenger in that car?
Man, I don't work. I'm pretty sure there is, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
I'm in check by laws, so are you guys. I do what are called First Amendment audits. Have you heard of them?
I have.
Yeah.
If I'm in uniform and I'm doing it, I'm much more comfortable than sitting in civilian clothes, because honestly, people don't always recognize you when you're not working. And I'll tell you more, but I don't want to do it on camera with some stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to be recognized when I'm not working because I have a family.
Right.
So that would be a concern when I'm not in uniform. I'm more recognizable not in uniform now. Do you know what I mean? Opposed to being in uniform.
Well,
So although I'm still a cop and I'm still out here.
yeah, no,
and
I hear what you're saying. Now,
that's all.
First
Sure.
of all, you're in public.
No, absolutely.
And
I
you
understand
addressed
that.
me what I'm doing.
Sure.
So I didn't approach you to talk to you.
Hey, I've talked to other guys that do something similar,
Right.
and sometimes they're a little more abrasive. Sometimes they push a little more than they probably should. But once you sit and talk for a few minutes, it's just calm down.
Well,
for everybody involved.
Listen, there's a sergeant that just did an article. He's on the Corona Police Department, and he wrote an article, and he says he's getting sick and tired of seeing these officers react to guys like me that go out to do these First Amendment audits because the cities are paying out cash for the violations the cops are doing.
Yeah.
And he says these guys just got to get more educated.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm trying to do. When the cops come out, I always ask them if they could just educate the people that we have a right to film in public. All right, man, I'll let you go.
Pleasure, Phil.
Nice talking to you.
All right, good luck.
Stay well.
All
Thank
right,
you,
thank
sir.
you very much.
Okay,
I
bye.
appreciate it.
All right, guys. I'm on to the next one. Bye now.